Today, I'd like to talk about how I fixed a problem with my dirt bike. The specific model is a Yamaha TTR 230, but I'm pretty sure this is a common problem with all dirt bikes. This thing right here, sticking out of the side of the bike, is called a shift lever. It's how the rider changes gears while he's riding. The problem is, with the bike that's low, like mine, there's absolutely no protection from that thing being bent while you're riding. The bottom of the bike does normally have a skid plate, this thing right here. However, its primary purpose is simply to protect the engine, not the shift lever. If I'm riding straight and level, anything that's approximately 13.5 inches high runs the risk of hitting that shift lever and bending it. You can see in this picture that I did hit the shift lever and it is currently bent out. The tree root that bent it this time around was considerably lower than 13.5 inches, because I was going around a corner, which means you're leaning the bike, moving that shift lever closer to the ground. Just to make the video a little more interesting, let's take a look at some of the different ways I've bent my shift lever. My riding buddy has a taller bike, so he shot right through this gap with no problem. I, however, was not so lucky, and it brought the bike to a complete stop, which, by the way, is also as uncomfortable for the rider as it is for the bike. Here, I'm trying to get over my nemesis on the Kavanaugh Trail at Walker Valley in Washington State. Unfortunately, all 256 pounds of this bike landed on that shifter on top of the rock. This time, instead of bending the shifter outward like my last incident, it bent it inward. Luckily, it was still usable. This here's the first time I tried to get over a log that was actually pretty high up in the air. It did not go so well for me. Okay, just in case you're wondering, yes, that did hurt a lot. In this case, I bent my shifter so far in that we had to disassemble it and bend it back before the bike was rideable again. And here's the one I really don't get. This root right here didn't look high enough to hit my shifter. But it proved me wrong. The solution I eventually came to was this, an extension for my skid plate. I had two main concerns when I decided to do this modification. The first thing was safety. By putting an extension on here sticking out past the bike frame, I had some concern during a crash. If it landed on my foot, it could act as a guillotine and cut into me. My second concern was the bike. If I put an extension on there that's sticking out, it gets hit and then bent and pushed back into the shifter, I'm probably worse off than if I bent my shifter. So this is how I address both problems. My skid plate is made out of 1/8 inch aluminum. So for the extension, I doubled the thickness. I went to 1/4 inch. The thicker aluminum is much less prone to being bent, and trust me, after pounding on this thing with a 3-pound sledge for a couple hours, I know that it's hard to bend. And the edge of the aluminum being 1/4 inch thick is a lot less likely to go through a boot than a 1/8 inch thick piece of aluminum. Okay, enough jibber jabber. Let's take a look at how I did this. You can see the original skid plate was bent up around the engine. If I put an extension directly onto it, it would have actually hit the shifter. That just wouldn't have worked. So I removed the skid plate from the bike, then I pounded the side underneath the shift lever flat. Incidentally, just the fact that I pounded it flat actually made it stick out a little bit further, providing more protection for my shifter. But remember that safety thing I was telling you about? I cut out and installed that 1/4 inch piece of aluminum right here. Looking at the other side of the skid plate, this red line here shows where the original skid plate is. You can see here I gave my adapter a lot of beef by extending it way into the original plate. I welded all edges, and every place you see an arrow, drilled a hole all the way through and did a center weld. As a real quick sidebar, for all you welders out there, don't look too closely at my weld. It was the very first time I welded aluminum. I feel I did a pretty good job, but it's sure a lot different than welding steel. Okay, let's finish this up. This is what my new skid plate looks like now. And when I went to put it back on the bike, it didn't fit. See those mounting bolts on the top and the bottom? Well, by bending this thing flat, I changed the position of those holes, but the bike didn't change. So I spent the next 6 hours with a 3-pound sledge pounding on this thing to get it back into the proper shape. I was pretty excited to get out and try this and see if it works. No, I didn't deliberately look to hit something. I just happen to know that almost every time I go out, I do hit it. And here are the results. Oh! Wait. I did it. It worked. I saved it. Wait a minute. We gotta stop and look at this. That stump right there would have taken out my shifter. I heard it hit. Ha ha! Operational check of my modification of skid plate complete.